All right, so this is for both reading and writing. We spend a lot of time getting everything kind of in order with our central idea and summarizing practice slides in the Your Assignments folder, which you're going to see. And then we also worked with the credible sources, Ethos, Pathos, and Logos document that you guys have been working on in writing. What we ended up doing in class, and you may want to do this as well for yourself, is you need to basically get both of those done. So if they're both done, awesome. If they're not, you can give yourself a little bit of time. We ended up giving 30 minutes to the classes. So if you want to set yourself a timer to work for 30 minutes on completing just those two assignments, you can do that, because then there's other things that you're going to need to do. Okay. So you're going to want to set a timer for 30 minutes if that works for you. If you're done with everything, you don't need to. All right. So then this document, I'm going to show you how I got this. Also in your assignments, you're going to see this click only if told final before Thanksgiving. This is something that you need to click on. That's going to help you to be caught up with everyone. Okay, so once you click on this, it's going to open up and you're going to see two different documents. Now, it's going to seem like a lot, and I'm going to kind of take you through the process, but there's an assignment you need to complete, and then there's also a reflection that you need to complete, and I'm going to go over both of those things. Okay, so then you're going to click on this one, the one that says a final assignment, and it's going to open up and it's going to look like this. Again, this is a lot of information, but we wanted to make sure you had all the information in case you're gone for a long period of time. All right, so this is what you're going to do. It says open up this article. So before I kind of go through this, essentially what you're doing is you're going to have an article that you are going to not only do ethos, pathos, and logos with, you're also going to find the central idea and write a summary. So you're combining what you've been doing in both reading and writing with one more mentor text. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to open up this one. If you have access to a printer, a printed copy probably would work best, since you're going to read and annotate. So you're going to click on this, and it's going to open up to this article, and it's YouTube made me do it. So what you're going to do is you're going to read this article, and then you're going to annotate for ethos, pathos, and logos, just like we did in class. You can underline, you can highlight, whatever works for you is fine. But then you're going to make sure to label it E for ethos, P for pathos, or L for logos. So again, a printed copy would work best. I know some of you kind of know how to but like add on to or annotate a PDF, so you can do that. But that's what you need to do with this one, okay? So that's what it says here. It says read and annotate the article. For that, you should see 3 to 5 of each. Okay, so you're going to try to find 3 to 5 of each. So that could be like a total of 9 is what we're looking for. So you have 3 pathos, 3 ethos, and 3 logos, or you can have more, okay? Then what you're going to do is you're going to get a piece of paper and you're going to brainstorm for your summary. So I'm going to show you this really quickly. This is what I ended up getting in the class. It looks exactly like what you guys ended up doing with the central idea packet, the green paper. So just like how we did here with Vampires of the Deep, how we talked about brainstorming and finding those main details within the text, that's what you're looking for. Okay, so that's what this brainstorming section would be for. You do want to keep in mind kind of the things that you want in a response for a summary. And I'll zoom in on this so you can see it, because you don't have this on yours. So remember, this is what you want. So if you want to stop and like pause on this and take a picture of it, just so you remember what you need to have, that'd be great. But otherwise, you're just getting a separate sheet of paper and you're writing down a brainstorming of like what you think you need to include within your summary. Okay. So then after you end up doing that, you're going to make sure to take a picture of whatever you wrote down for your brainstorming. You're going to send it to me, Mrs. Dingman. So make sure you send that. And then you need to summarize the article in the final summary box below. So you're going to take that brainstorm that you had and you're going to delete these words and you're going to type right here. So you're going to type your response. You're going to type a final summary over the text that's this one. YouTube made me do it. Okay, so you're going to write a summary over that. Make sure you have the central idea. The central idea should be the first sentence in your summary. Okay, all right. So then when you get done doing that, you're going to complete the sources question at the bottom of the page. So this goes to the writing component, which is this right here. And make sure you read the question. It says, if you were looking at a website and deciding if it was reliable, credible, and answers your question, what are 3 things you would look for at the site and why? Okay, so you're going to want to make sure you have 3 different things you're looking for and why you look for those things. So again, you're going to delete these words, and you're going to type right there with your response. All right. After you're done doing that, you do want to make sure that you kind of know what else to do with this, because this page is really important for you. So before you submit this, or at least have it open, okay? So it says, FYI, this page still has your to-do list. Be sure you can see it even if submitted. So keep it like as a tab open. All right, so you're going to go ahead and submit this assignment, and then you need to email both Mrs. Othau and myself that this assignment is submitted. Okay, so make sure you stop right now if you're done, and you turn this in. Okay? All right, and then you're going to go on to the next thing. So then it says open up the online reflection page in Schoology. This is your next assignment. So this is, again, is in the Only If Told folder. So if you go back to this one, it's this one. It's the final reflection. So if you click on this, it's going to open up and look like this. Again, it looks like a lot of information, but this is a reflection that we've been doing, that we did like last quarter as well. So you're going to reflect on your ability to do all the different things. Okay, so the first one is summarizing. So grade I think I deserve on summarizing after reviewing the scoring guide, that you're going to fill this out. So you're going to like put down what you think you deserve. Now, I am going to show you this just so you have it, because I'm not for sure if you do. So if you need to stop here and kind of look at your summary to see if you have these things to grade yourself, you can do that. But those are the things that you should have in your summary. So if you need to stop here and like revise your summary, revise it. Go in if you need to unsubmit whatever you did and kind of revise what you have, you can do that. So again, if you need to take a picture of this, you can, to keep along while you're writing that summary. But I want you to grade yourself. Okay, so then after you grade yourself, you're going to put that answer here, and then you are going to delete, and you're going to write here why you think you deserve that score. Make sure you look at this. You want to look at your first practice versus your best. Talk about how you use the grading table, the attributes charged, notebooks, feedback, those kind of things. What were you sent back to revise? Looking at your brainstorming paper. Use at least 3 words from the grading table. So again, make sure you kind of go back to this. If you need to see it, you can. You can, again, take a picture of this if you need to see different words that you need to put in your response for your reflection. And I'm going to change this really quickly. It says circle or box these. I'm going to say this instead. We're going to highlight. Give me just a second. So I want you to highlight these words in your response. And then you must use the word central idea. Central idea is a big part of the summary, so make sure you use that word. Explain means to be specific, so use specific examples. Don't say stuff, things, tried it and done that, or done more stuff. Don't use those things. So be specific. Again, you're going to write your response right here. And then another question for summarizing is, why is summarizing important in the real world? And how does knowing this skill make you communicate or understand better? So again, you're going to write your response right here. You're going to type it. Just delete this and start typing. Okay, the second part, we're going to complete the whole grading part here, so don't worry about doing that. But you're going to answer these questions. So ethos, pathos, and logos. So how did you go about finding examples of ethos, pathos, and logos in the article you chose? So going back, like, how did you go about finding them? What did you do? What were things that you were thinking of? How did you find them? Okay. And then the next one is, why do authors use ethos, pathos, and logos in the real world? So make sure you're answering that question. How does knowing this still make you communicate and understand better? And then the last part here, reliable, credible sources. Why is it important for writers to be sure sources are reliable and credible in the real world? How does knowing this skill make us communicate and understand better? Okay, so you're going to, again, delete and just respond to those questions. Okay, so that's what you need to do there. Once you get done with that, while you're doing this, if you need to use your assignments to help you for reading and writing, you can do that as well. Those assignments are in Schoology. So I'm going to show you this really quickly where they are. Again, if you go to your assignments, you can go to your central idea and summarizing practice slides or your credible sources slides to kind of help you with that. Okay? I know this is a lot of information, so if you pause, that's fine. You can pause and kind of rewind and relook at this or re-listen to it. That's fine. All right. So then when you are done doing that, you are going to submit your reflection. Okay, so you're going to submit that assignment, and then when you are done doing that, you're going to email both Mrs. Othat and myself that the reflection is finished and submitted. And then this is stuff that you will do when you get back. So just know that you're not done when you get back, because you need to make sure that those things will also be completed when you get back to school. All right, I know that was a lot of information. I went through all of it pretty quickly, but again, please pause, please rewind, please play this multiple times if you need to know what you need to complete. We just wanted to make sure that you had all the information that you needed in order to complete this final practice, final assignment for both reading and writing. All right, that's all I have for you. Good luck, and please email us if you have any questions. That's all we have. Thanks.